Whoa. Hey, what's up? Good afternoon, everybody. What's going on? There is enough wrestling stuff to talk about that I just want to do it. Man, there is no winning in this culture anymore. There is no winning in this world anymore. You've got Jim Cornette attacking AEW wrestlers, saying that they suck and they're garbage and they're whatever they are. And then you've got AEW people angry at Jim Cornette because they're mad, so they attack him for potential what they consider racist comments. Then he does make some sort of weird racial jokes on the NWA show. Now Jim Cornette steps down from NWA. So Jim Cornette leaves NWA because of the things exposed by the community on Twitter from the people that love AEW. And on top of that, AEW rejoices. Haha, Jim Cornette, you got fired, you idiot. Haha, that's what you get for talking about us. But now AEW is being sued, it looks like, by somebody, and I would assume, based on Cody Rhodes' comments on Twitter of it being petty, that it is, of course, probably the WWE. So what goes around comes around to everybody. And the first thing I want to do is I want to say, finally, YouTube has unlocked memberships for my channel. For the longest time, I didn't care because we have Patreon. And honestly, the best way to support me is the live donations, the super chats, and the Patreon. And on Twitch as well when I go live on Twitch. But a new way on the bottom of that list would be to become a member. You can do it. You get special icons and badges and all kinds of crazy stuff and member-only stuff. There's no way for me to transfer that to the patrons for whatever reason, so that's just the way it is, unfortunately. That's stupid, but it's nothing. It's there counteracting to Patreon, so it's separate. So all I'll say is if you really, really want to extra support, enjoy the memberships perks that you'll see down below that they finally unlocked. I have more subs than almost anybody else that was getting these things unlocked, and YouTube told me there was a glitch, and they finally fixed it so that I have these stupid things. But it's a lot of fun, so appreciate that. People that are doubling down, that's there. We're live. It's going to be a little bit to talk about here. And first, let's recognize, if we can, some of those members. I don't know if... hold on, let me see if it's working. But yeah, so AEW laughs at Jim Cornette being fired, and then they get sued. So it's just like... as far as I'm concerned, I'm at the point right now where I feel like everybody's a piece of shit in this world. I really think that you all are pieces of shit in the wrestling world. I'm just so sick of it. And I'm sick of being called a fucking this or that by people. I've had about enough of it. I think people can go fuck themselves. You know, somebody said that in my Jim Cornette video that I was virtue signaling by wearing a Tupac shirt. I've had fucking that Tupac shirt for a year now. And I've had Tupac shirts forever. And I've liked Tupac since the 90s. That had nothing to do with it. And on top of it, I literally remained down the middle on my last video. And I'm not ready to take Skype calls yet, so I'm sorry. I'm not taking Skype calls yet. But I will take Skype calls in a minute. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this, but not right now. So I'm really pissed off at the culture of this country, of this world. I've had just about enough of everybody. I've had about enough of people crying on fucking... I may never watch NWA again. And the reason is because... they gave in to these AEW fucking troll bags who weren't going to watch the show anyway. I mean, it was a little weird. What Jim Cornette said. Obviously, it was a little fucking bizarre. But, I'm not going to get into it. It's just I'm done with it. I'm done with the retardism on both sides of everybody. I'm done with the people on the left side and the people on the right. I have literally had enough. I'm done. No more. I don't give a shit. I hope your feelings get hurt. I couldn't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care if your little feelings get hurt. Oh my God, your little white or black feelings got hurt. I don't care anymore. I don't give a shit anymore about anybody. I'm sick of these little pixie crybaby, soy boy, skinny white, annoying fucks who fucking virtue signal to everybody about everything. And I'm also sick of these fucking psycho right-wing people thinking everything's a virtue signal that I do when I'm an independent person. And I'm not one of these people. So I'm sick of everybody. And I honestly hope you all die. But I'm never watching NWA Power again unless they hire me as a commentator, because then wouldn't that be sweet revenge? Jim Cornette buries and slanders me, and then I take his job. That would be wonderfully wild for me. So yeah, I'll watch if I'm part of it. But other than that, I'm all set. We gave in to these idiots. That says a lot about you, and I don't like it.
We have a new member of the JCS Army.
A lot of new members coming in now. Marvelous. Thank you, bro. Marvelous One has become a member. The chat is lighting up with members now that finally YouTube has unlocked memberships after 1.5 years, almost 2 years that I should have had memberships unlocked. And they're finally unlocking it. Marvelous. Thanks, man. There he is in the chat. You'll get the perks as always. And I've had enough of this crap. I couldn't care anymore about who's offended.
Super Chat Party.
We're not gonna make it as a species. SAWFT.
We're not gonna make it as a species. Yeah, probably not. Probably not, Spaz Phoenix. Probably not gonna make it as a species. Another thing to announce is I do have a Slob 75 shirt, just a very basic shirt, but it is a Slob 75 shirt available on it's on Teespring. It's on my Teespring. Thank you, Spaz Phoenix. My Teespring site, Slob 75. The Slob 75 shirt will help pay for the artwork that's being done by the Turkey Club shirt that's about to be announced in the next couple days. Turkey Club is coming, but until then, you can always get Slob 75. It is a wonderful shirt. You will enjoy repping it, and it's available.
We have a new member of the JCS Army.
Donnie M, what's going on? Thank you for becoming a member, Donnie M. We have another member, Donnie M. I believe you'll get like cool text or something like that in the chat if you become a member. Then there's loyalty badges, and eventually you'll get to those. They're pretty cool. So AEW is being sued. It looks like speculation that they're being sued by WWE. It's got to be in reference to the Bash at the Beach thing because WWE owns the phrase or whatever, or something like that. But Cody trademarked it. So
we have a new member of the JCS Army.
Ooh, Midnight Crisis is in the house. What's up, Midnight Crisis? Thank you for becoming a member, man, and supporting the channel. Midnight Crisis. Thanks, bro. We're going to have some member-only chats and some things like that. Still the best way to support is Patreon, but this is just fun for the chat people. NWA took down their video the other day because of this little Jim Cornette comment, and then they put the video back up after editing the comment out.
We have a new member of the JCS Army.
Arknolia Strokelbean, what's up, man? Thank you for becoming a sponsor. Devious Dave Rose. Dave, why don't you create the drawing, man? I would have rather paid you. Yeah, I probably would have. It's got to be non-copyright. You have to draw the art from scratch, though. It can't be copyrighted because I'm putting it on a T-shirt. But if you custom create a cartoon of Turkey Club, I may make a second T-shirt, Dave. So if you do that, I'd love that, man. You do it up. Based on the money that this T-shirt makes, I can pay you to do a second one. I'd love to do it.
Thoughts on Kappa destroying YouTube next month?
Well, I mean, we've really been over this a lot. Really, to be honest, Chase. But yeah, it's really scary. I mean, I think my channel is clearly marked not for kids, so
we have a new member.
But I'm worried.
JCS Army.
Muhammad Abdel became a member. What's up, Muhammad Abdel? Thank you, man. Appreciate that. These people support all over the place, and now they're over here. Marvelous. Midnight Crisis. WWE sucks. Jesus. But now you can get all that cool attention by having the green name, so that's cool. I'm worried about it. You know what I mean? I just know I'm not focused towards kids. I'm obviously an adult. I'm like over 13. You know, probably shouldn't be listening to me unless you're over 13. I'm not targeting like 7-year-old toy stuff and things like that, so I'm not really that worried about that.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
But it's bad. It's
bubbly?
bad.
Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
All those soy boy mongoloids were most of the people I had to deal with at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted my caramel macchiato with soy milk. You did it wrong. Fuck off. Epstein didn't kill himself.
Robbie Hyde, thank you for the $3 and much appreciated, bro. Thank you very much, Robbie Hyde. Yeah, I forgot that that Leah had to meet with my kids' school teachers today and yesterday. It's just been a mess. I totally forgot about it. Not bad, anything bad. It's all good.
Super chat.
But it just took up a lot of the day.
Never change Joe. My white feelings would be hurt.
Ripple Shanks, thank you, Ripple Shanks, for the $2. Hey, man, I don't know what to tell you. I just like it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I don't. These people are nuts.
We have a new member of the JCS Army.
What up, 1001 of Clips? Thank you for becoming a member. I'm going to be live tonight with the AEW review after AEW as well, so you can become a sponsor tonight as well, a member tonight also if you want to do that. Let's go to a phone call real quick. We got someone on the phone. Hello.
You know who this is.
Oh, yeah? Who is it?
I'll give you a hint. It starts with an N.
Oh, you racist piece of garbage.
No, I'm not. No, it's Nick.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. What's up, Nick?
Oh, my God. You had me scared for a second there. Oh, God. Did you see what Paige tweeted?
What did Paige tweet?
Apparently someone responded to Jim Cornette saying you should be the guest on WWE Backstage, and she actually tweeted out, "Nah, we're good."
Well, it's not a big deal.
And then Renee Young answered back and said, "Lol, hard no over here, bud."
That's funny. Yeah, fuck Renee Young.
Yeah, fuck her. The only thing she's good at is having John Moxley go inside her. But anyways, that's besides the point.
I think that she's banging Punk, based on what I saw.
Oh God. Did you hear Nikki Cross signed for 3 years?
Or they banged at some point. Yeah, I did see that Nikki Cross re-signed for 3 years, which is a huge mistake for her, I think.
Agreed. But I don't know. Like, we'll see how her push goes, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw the whole backstage thing with Punk. He said the Corbin segment sucked. He said, he doesn't like the way the women are portrayed about, the women's wrestling every second, but he likes the women. He said, a couple other things. He said Seth needs to get off social media. He can't handle it.
Agreed. I completely agree with the Seth Rollins thing. The guy's a fucking prick.
Yeah, he's weird. He's just weird. He's pricky, man. I don't know. I can't explain it.
I don't know. Who knows what Seth Rollins has? I mean, who cares? Like, Seth Rollins is a piece of shit.
What he has? What has he got? A fucking sexual transmitted disease? Like, what do you... All right, Nick. Thank you, Nick, for the call. Love you, buddy. Call back tonight after AEW. We're going to do the big review tonight.
We have a new member of the JCS Army.
What up, Beersy? Beersy has also become a member. Damn, members are filling up everywhere. The memberships are out of control right now. Unbelievable. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool little badges and shit. It's just something fun extra for the channel, membership badge is at 6 months you get a picture of Leah. Look at that. You get my wife. That's bizarre. The middle finger one's the one I like. But we'll see about that.
We have a new member of the JCS Army.
Firebird87, what up? Thank you for becoming a member. What's going on? Yeah, I just think... So Cody Rhodes tweeted out that, something about being petty and getting a suit because I got to go to court. We're going to have to go to court. So it really looks like it seems like it's WWE suing AEW over Bash at the Beach. We all knew that Cody Rhodes filed for these trademarks, but WWE owns something about them too, the phrases or something about them. I don't know what it is. and they have the catalog of WCW, so, you know, they may have some kind of, I don't know, some kind of extra take on, or some kind of extra claim to it, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know exactly what the claim is or the reason for that is, but apparently they've got something.
We have a new member of the JCS Army.
Oh, shit. Starscream, what's up, man? Hey, shout out to Arknolia Strokelbean for upgrading his membership as well already, going to the top spot. Thanks, Arknolia. Starscream, welcome, man. Starscream, an OG of the JCS community. What's going on, bro? Okay, so we got this. So the going into the Dio Madden thing. Dio Madden, still a member of WWE Raw announce team. It says people thought maybe they were going to a 2-man announce team, but now it just looks like they're keeping him off TV to sell the injury. You know, Brock Lesnar kicked his ass. He's not just back the next week, so he's gone for an extra week. So that seems to be what they're doing there. Will he show up and attack Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series? I mean, is that what they're doing? I don't know. But they kept Dio Madden off Raw, basically kayfabe, so they don't. It's not necessarily that they're going to a 2-man announce team. It's just surprising they didn't bring in a different person, a third person, to be in there. That's what I'm kind of surprised about. Oh, they did bring in a third person. It was Samoa Joe. What am I, stupid? I forgot all about it. Sorry. How could I forget Samoa Joe was on there? God damn, I'm dumb. Alicia Fox tweeted about her alcoholism or something. I'm evidence of joyful, clean, sober life for all who partake in active recovery. Blah, 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 blah. Recovery, sober moment, blah, 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 blah. It just seemed like, Alicia Fox was going off the rails, for a while. Going nuts. I'm sure this is one of those situations where NWA, by going back to Cornette to skip around a little bit here, we'll get back to Cornette on what I think about that in 1 second. Let me just take a call real quick. I have more to say about this Cornette shit. Firebird also upgraded too, so Firebird, thank you for upgrading as well. I guess it doesn't alert when somebody upgrades, but what up, Brandon?
Hey, man, how goes it?
Going good, man. Hold on 1 second. Let me just fix something.
Anyway,
let me fix this. Hold on 1 second. Gotta unmute you.
Did you hear that Pete Dunne vs. Killian Dain vs. Damian Priest has been announced, where the winner faces Adam Cole for the NXT title at Survivor Series? While this match was originally announced for tonight's NXT, it has since been bumped to TakeOver WG3.
Wow, I did not know that. This match was originally announced for tonight's NXT. It's been bumped to TakeOver. Well, why Society, Pete Dunne versus Killian Dain versus Damian Priest. I mean, I'm okay with it. It's weird, but I mean, I think that's going to make TakeOver better, so I don't know, man. Otherwise those guys would have to all wrestle the next night on Survivor Series after this. Y Society, thank you, man. What's up, Y Society? What up, Starscream? Brandon, call back, man. I accidentally hung up on you while I was trying to sort through all the bullshit. Colby, call back. YouTube is hiding your subs. You do ya goat? What? King Smurf, what do you mean YouTube's hiding my subs? What are you talking about? YouTube's hiding my subs? What are you talking about? I don't see my subs being hidden, are they? Hold on a second. Let me go take a look. That'd be weird. Why would you do that? I mean, maybe it's got something to do with the membership taking up the space and there's some kind of issue or something. I don't know. I can't see why they would do that otherwise. I see it's 67,500 subscribers. I still see it. Maybe it's on mobile. I don't know. I'll check it out afterwards. Take a look. Okay, here we go. Now we've got it working. Brandon, what's up, bro?
There we go. Hey,
up,
man.
baby?
Sorry, I didn't know that the notification was coming through. I couldn't hear it.
No, it's okay. It
Anyways.
was all messed up, and then I hung up on you by accident.
Yeah. So, anyways, I was just saying it's sad how quickly AEW has stolen my attention away from WWE and how unmotivated I am to watch the weekly product anymore. I think it speaks volumes just how much storytelling really does matter. And I think people kind of overlook that.
Say that again about storytelling?
I think storytelling is there's such an emphasis on storytelling now. You can get good wrestling pretty much everywhere, but the storytelling is really what punches it home.
That's a great point now, because that's the thing that is missing. I mean, NXT can be good, AEW can be good, but without that, those extra little stories and those fun moments, that's what everything's missing. Because in WWE, you can get pretty good wrestling, but they always kind of give you the same wrestling. Even if it's really good, it's still a lot of the same good wrestling. But the backstage segments and the promos and the storytelling is all shit. And it's all like cookie cutter, memorize this script and corny as hell. So yeah, that's the main reason why I think people can't get into this anymore.
Yeah, I hear you there. So that was just kind of my main thought. Also, I'm still going to Dynamite on December 4th, which is the first televised event at the University of Illinois ever. So that should be kind of interesting, but I need some sign ideas. So if anybody in the chat has any good sign ideas, feel free to holler them out.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go with Joe Cronin steps on Jim Cornette's dick. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. No, I'm just joking.
I think we should target MJF, dude. He'd be a great person to get on your show.
I'll try to make it happen, but he'd probably be like, fuck you. I mean, he's a really small guy.
Yeah, probably so.
He gets angry easily, you know what I mean? He's a very small man.
I think it'd be easy target for you, though. It'd be funny to watch.
Yeah, I'd love to get a piece of that scarf-wearing dick licker. I swear to God. Brandon.
Anyways.
Thank you, man. Anything else real quick?
No, that was it, man. You have a good night. Enjoy AEW, and I'll be listening afterwards.
Hell yeah, baby. Long time motherfucker. Gotta get some PUBG again.
Heck yeah. See you later, man.
All right, baby. Okay, so there was another big thing. Somebody leaked out. This is a big spoiler, to be honest. I don't even know if I want to talk about it, but everybody's talking about it, so I guess it doesn't matter. But before I get to that, EA Games says, they're coming for everyone eventually, Joe. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that is the sad truth. The sad truth is right now they're targeting the kids' channels, but they really are kind of coming for everybody. And eventually they will. They'll come for everybody. That's the problem. That's why it is going to be so important that everybody remembers that my website is joecroninshow.net. joecroninshow.net. That is where I will be operating if the world ever ends on YouTube. Plus Patreon, if that's still around, and wherever else. Patreon, man, we have 408 patrons. Without Patreon allows me to pay my car bill and my house payment and my electric bill. Like, it all gets done with, like, that stuff. So, like, without that, like, I'd be in trouble. So, YouTube, though, has been great with the donations and things like that, but we'll see what happens, man. I don't know. They are coming for people, though, and it's not good. It is not good. Especially, I don't know what to tell you, man. There's a major child sex trafficking thing going on in the world, and especially in the U.S., and every time somebody calls that out, they end up dead or kicked off of everything, Look at Alex Jones. You may hate Alex Jones. Alex Jones is kind of a psycho, but he's also right about lots of things. Alex Jones mentioned the sex ring in the country. Now it's been busted. Some of them. Alex Jones mentioned Epstein. He was called a crazy conspiracy theorist. They arrested Epstein, and then he was killed. And Alex Jones is not allowed to use YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, nothing. He's also not allowed to use PayPal. So the guy can't even make a living. He may be a piece of shit for what he said about Sandy Hook, but he said a lot of stuff about a lot of things that were right, and they kicked him off of everything. You know why they kicked him off of everything? Because he knows. That's why. And he had such a giant following. So, I mean, dude, this is why they're coming for YouTubers, all the YouTubers. It's about money. They're trying to get us out of here. We're making all this money. They want the money. They're like, what happened to our platforms? What is going on? Oh, everybody's watching YouTube. YouTube is direct competition for Disney, for all the radio stations, NBC, all that stuff. That's why they brought it here, and now they're trying to buy it and take it. Disney's trying to buy YouTube. Disney is trying to buy YouTube. Do you understand that? They're trying to buy YouTube. They're a monopoly. They're trying to buy up everything. They're trying to take this away from you, me, and everybody. Because me, a guy who didn't end up getting the radio job that paid anything and didn't make it to some of these other platforms and in Hollywood and all these other places, and I was able to create my own thing here 8 years ago, and so many other people were able to create their own things on YouTube. They are coming to get your money and coming to get you. We're talking about billions of dollars have gone to YouTube creators who are independent creators. They want it. They want your money. YouTube might not go anywhere, but it won't look like this in a few years if this keeps going. Now the government's involved because the government works for Disney and NBC and ABC and all these big companies. That's why an ABC anchor can go on TV and say, hey, I know about how they fucked little kids and stuff like that. Oh, I wasn't allowed to talk about that, and we had to pull the story. We had to pull the story, and I wasn't allowed to talk about it. 2 years ago, I knew how about they fucked little kids, but I wasn't able to talk about it. You know who was able to talk about it? Alex Jones! But Alex Jones was taken off of every media. Now all he has is his website. His app has been removed from the app stores. So even if you hate Alex Jones, even if he's a piece of shit for what he said about Sandy Hook, because I don't believe that what he said, and he doesn't either anymore, he was taken out. And so haven't so many other people, and they're coming for all you. And they're going to use the legal FTC and FCC rules to do it. Even though there's a kids' YouTube app and there's all this other stuff, they're literally overreaching into what you're doing. The government is in America. Not only that, but with Article 13 in Europe and the UK, they're coming for all of us and all of you. And if you don't believe it, you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. And number one, it has to do with money. Number two, it has to do with kid fucking. Okay? Number one, money. Number two, it's kid fucking. Why do you think the prince had to do that interview the other day? And he's all sweating and nervous and shit and weird. And Dave Rose says the guy was tipping everybody off about some insider stuff to the elites in Hollywood. Trust me, guys, this is what it's about. Money and kid fucking. That's what it's about. It all comes down to money and kid fucking. Go look it up. If you listen and you go down and you listen to enough stuff, you'll realize that's what it's about. And everybody who talks about it ends up deplatformed, gone, or dead. And the bigger you are, and if you were involved in it, you're dead. You know what I mean? If you're involved in it, you're dead. And if you're a big guy who makes a lot of money off it and exposing the truth and lies and you have a giant audience, you're removed. If you're a small-time person, they don't care because no one's going to believe you, no one's going to see it, they don't care anyway. But they are going to overall grab all the people that are doing it and deplatform. Anyway, back to wrestling. WWE Backstage only had 180,000 viewers. That's actually a lot. Steve Langenheim, I think that's a lot for WWE Backstage. Nobody wants to watch CM Punk on Backstage. If CM Punk comes back to WWE Raw, if CM Punk comes back to WWE SmackDown, if CM Punk shows up in AEW, you'll get a significant boost. If CM Punk was showing up on AEW TV, the ratings could bounce up to what I would guess is 1.6 million. Like if he showed up on AEW that night and then was like, next week I'm coming for that fucking title or something like that, and they advertised him for next week, I mean, maybe 2 million. Maybe 2 million. Right? Maybe 2 million. What do you think? You think AEW would do 2 million? Maybe. That'd be crazy. That'd be WWE. That'd be main roster numbers. That'd be like they beat SmackDown maybe. So CM Punk would be a huge boost if he went to AEW. If he went to WWE and that type of thing, you know, maybe like I think about 500,000. I think Punk's worth about 500,000 views. I honestly believe that if he returned to a show and we knew about it. But I don't know. I should check my house to make sure I don't have a laser pointed at me. That's weird. Anyway, my bad. Let me see what you guys are saying here on the donations and everything. And plus, we probably get some new members. And again, to reiterate, many of you guys may notice now that there's a join feature at the bottom. You guys have seen it on tons of other channels. There was a glitch on YouTube that prevented it from working for me for about a year. And YouTube finally unlocked it. Now, if you're a patron, just stay a patron. Don't worry about that. You don't have to do any membership or perks or anything like that. But if you're just somebody who wants to do it to get the cool stuff and the icons and everything, awesome. There's no way for me to give that to patrons. It's just impossible. They don't connect. It's actually YouTube's way to counter Patreon. So it's up to you guys if you want to double support me. That's sick. But that's up to you guys. I'd rather the patrons and the donations, but members are cool too, and it's something fun. So I unlocked it for people that wanted to do it. Many people said they'd do it. They're not a patron and they don't donate, but they do the membership thing. So it's just another option for you guys if you want to do it. So you may notice that down below. Feel free to do it. You'll get some exclusive videos and some chats that we'll do coming up and all that other stuff. But again, Patreon, if you become a $5 patron, you get 30 hours of bonus content a month. You get so much on Patreon. It's a lot more. So if you become a member, you'll just get kind of like the icons and the fun stuff in the chat. So anyway, there you go. Just had to say it again for the people who just got here, wondering about it.
Super chat. Oh. Super chat.
YouTube is hiding your subs, you da.
Hell yeah, baby. King Smurf, thank you for telling me that. I don't see that, though. I see that they're showing. I don't know. I mean, they may be hindering subs of mine that I had, I know they just did a purge. They got rid of a bunch of people.
Get it, man. Here we go. Oh, no.
What's up, Joe from North Dakota?
Yo, T-Rev24, thank you for that, man. What's up? Shout out to North. I don't know a lot of people in North Dakota. That's pretty cool. So shout out to T-Rev. We're going to be live tonight after AEW, doing the AEW review. God, I hope AEW kills it tonight. I really want to see some nice wrestling tonight. Beersy's a member as well. Beersy is a patron and a member. My ass, what do you see? A bulge of personality. I like that one. 6 years strong for Beersy. Yeah, what up, Arknolia? Helps me see you in the chat a lot better, I'll tell you that.
Super chat. Super chat.
Always be yourself, never change, you deserve more.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you, King Smurf. Yeah, I don't think I can be anybody else, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of weird, but screw it, man. Screw these people.
We have a new member of the JCS Army.
Jamie Angus. Jamie, thank you for becoming a member. Haskell 420 is going to super chat in a minute. I'll get to that in a minute, Haskell, too. I see that. That's very interesting. Jamie Angus, thank you for becoming a member. What is up? The ever-loving support. There's a lot to talk about. I'll talk about this Cornette thing again. AEW being sued by WWE, it looks like. We don't really know that that's a fact yet from what I've seen, but it seems like it.
But they will still have to wrestle the next night at Survivor Series. The three-way at TakeOver is a number contenders match. The winner faces Adam Cole for the title the next night at Survivor Series. The two losers will probably be in the 5-on-5-on-5 match.
Wow. Oh, you're right about that. Damn it. I got to look more into that Y Society. I wasn't even paying enough attention to that. That's another video I'm going to have to make. We're going to have a lot of news tomorrow. I mean, we'll stick to the AEW review tonight, but tomorrow out of nowhere, there's going to be a lot of wrestling news. I'm going to have to look up all this stuff.
Super chat.
There's so much.
Joe, I want your butt, baby. How can we do it?
Oh, baby. Well, you got to talk to my wife first. If she says it's good to go, then I'll do it. Casey is raw. Thank you, Casey is raw.
Super Chat Party.
Disney is Thanos.
Disney is Thanos, funny enough. Blake Roberts, thank you. Yeah, they're buying up everything, man, and they're taking people out, and it's sad. You knew it couldn't last forever, though, right? We all knew this couldn't last forever. It's entropy, the music business the way it was in the 90s and 80s and before, where they grab an artist and they give them a little chunk of it, but they take all the money and they destroy it, and they put them on magazines everywhere. And then after Napster, the whole music industry collapsed. And then artists had to become YouTubers and stuff like that recently, and anybody can become a band, get 50,000 subs on YouTube, and start touring as a small band all by yourself without a record label. But that could be going away soon again, and we'll go back to, again, the big corporations. Entropy.
Super Chat Party.
Joe, this is the world. Most of the world can lie, but if you're a straight white male and logical, you can't even tell the truth.
Spaz Phoenix, thanks for the $5. I agree with you in some way. I agree with you halfway, but I still think that it doesn't matter, man. Many white males will get blamed for things they didn't do, but many white males can still get away with things because of their things too. So it goes both ways, to be honest. You get blamed for it, but then you also still get a privilege of it. So it's weird. There's these two different things. Look at a guy like Brock Turner, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's about race and color. I think it's about status and money. It's about what kind of money you have and status you have. That's what it really feels like it's about more than anything. But they keep us all fighting with each other so they can run away with all the shit. So that's what it's all about. Keep us all fighting with each other.
Here we go. Oh!
I think that's like the internet world.
I just want to hear Joe Cronin say my name.
Gentle on James. What up, Gentle on James? Thank you for the $5. That is that's a nice name, Gentle on James. That's like a weird softcore porn or something. That's what that reminds me of. Yes, let's feel for the white man. Yeah, it's kind of hard to feel bad. I'm not an SJW virtue signaler that's going to be like, "Oh, I feel bad for the white guy." You know, like, but like, come on, bro. I'm not really worried. You know what I mean? I agree. I'm not really worried. I get the discrepancy that's going on recently, but
Super Chat Party.
Whatever.
When Shane McMahon coming back to WWE?
When is Shane McMahon? I don't think he's coming back for a while. Kevin Daly, thanks for the $9.99. Boom. I don't think he's coming back, man. I think he's there. I just think he's been doing a lot of stuff in creative and things like that. I think they noticed the negativity of the Shane segments and what was going on. So I think once they wrapped all that stuff up, they're keeping him in the back. He's working with them still. And if he comes back, it will be I don't know, it'll be they'll have a good, I think they'll have I would hope they'd have a good plan if Shane comes back, because he was like really hot for a while. Like, people were so happy Shane was back. We all were. We definitely were. But then he got into those really cringy storylines towards the end there.
Here we go.
Doing the same thing over and over again.
About to get it, man. Here we
bad.
go. Here we go. Oh, no.
Joe, WWE Backstage had 45,000 watching the week before, and this week had a 145,000 increase with Punk on it.
Yeah, so there you go. I'm not surprised about that. So yeah, they got 100,000 extra people to watch because of Punk. So if that was worth it to them, then good for them, I guess. The numbers will probably go down next week, so you'll see the numbers maybe go down next week, probably like 90,000. Then they'll probably go down again. And then, because people just don't care that much to go find Punk on a Backstage show. They'd rather wait for the YouTube clips and those things. So, but if he was on wrestling, it would go way up.
Do you watch college football?
I don't. I'm in Boston, so we have the Eagles, right? The BC Eagles. And I haven't watched Boston college football since Doug Flutie was a quarterback or whatever. So
Super Chat Party.
When Shane McMahon will come back to WWE?
BGX Rebirth Animations, thank you for that previous one. Kevin, I think you may see Shane come back in the next 3 months. Maybe Royal Rumble time. Actually, maybe Royal Rumble time, but I don't know, man. I don't know what the plan is yet for him. I know that he's backstage doing stuff, and he's still there, but I don't exactly know what the deal is with him. I've seen speculation from people. I've seen the stuff like Metzler has said, but nobody really knows 100% what is really going on right now. So, yeah, I mean, everybody gets made fun of or discriminated or whatever. Yeah, it happens to everybody.
Joe, you are 100 real, not like Tommy. He's fake.
Oh, Casey is raw. God damn, Casey is raw. Thank you, Casey is raw.
Super chat.
Green is the only color that matters in this world.
Hell yeah, baby. I love that green. Pretty happy that people are green in the chat right now. No, but I know what you mean. It's about money. Ripple Shanks, I get you. Seems like it, man. It's pretty sick. Think about it.
If I were to make a bet on who is gonna win the match, I am gonna go with Pete Dunne. Since he is the only face out of the three and they can't put a heel up against Adam Cole. Adam Cole versus Pete Dunne for the NXT title at Survivor Series, it's gonna be fire.
Pete Dunne, going Pete Dunne? I mean, I really like Pete Dunne, Y Society. I mean, dude, listen, I saw Pete Dunne in Velveteen Dream have an amazing match in Lowell, Massachusetts. I want that matchup at WrestleMania.
About to get it, man. Here we go. Oh, no.
If Punk comes back, it would have to be Lesnar money and limited shows as well.
Well,
no way he becomes a full-time wrestler.
Yeah, there's no way he would want to just travel every week and do that crap anymore. Austin Long, 1639. Thanks, man. It's funny because he made fun of like The Rock, just like John Cena did for that same type of stuff. So, yeah, but I don't think he would. I don't think he would come back for full time at all either. If he did, I don't even know. He could actually go to AEW. He could be on this WWE Fox show and then go to AEW. Wouldn't that be fucking hilarious? It's not going to happen probably, but it's just hilarious to think about. What does everybody think about Jim Cornette stepping down? I mean, obviously, to me, they were going to fire Jim Cornette. And they probably, it looks like they gave him the opportunity. Do you want to be, we're going to have to fire you, or you can resign. And I think he decided to resign, I would have preferred to be fired. I mean, he's been fired from everything else, Go ahead and fire me, you fucks. And then he could have made the company look good too. Because I think Jim Cornette should have put them over. You know what I mean? If Jim Cornette and Lagana and Billy Corgan decided, like, listen, I got to leave. You're right. I'm going to step down because this makes you guys look terrible. Well, I think he should have been like, nah, you got to fire me to make it so you're the good guys and I'm the bad guy leaving. But they did Jim a solid by saying, letting him resign. But that's dumb because they look stupid because they look like, okay, go ahead and resign, It's like now people know that, these guys, if these guys wanted to impress all the AEW SJWs, they could have just fired him, and then that would have looked like, wow, like, yeah, they did the right thing. They fired him. But whatever, I don't know. I'm not watching NWA anymore because of this. I'm all done. I'm all done with people tweeting about stuff. I'm done.
Party.
What you think if Stephanie McMahon get fired for good, not coming back?
What do you think of Stephanie McMahon getting fired for good and not coming back, Kevin? That'd be hilarious. That would never happen. I don't understand that. That will never happen. So that's not going to be happening. So I'm not really worried about that. Interested in what Jim Cornette's going to say on his podcast now. You're going to see a big spike in Jim Cornette's podcast. So that's going to be interesting. But again, I'm done. I'm not watching NWA anymore, I don't think, unless they hire me. NWA, want to hire Joe Cronin? If you hire me, you'll have a whole bunch of new fans, and they'll defend you. And then I can get attacked by everybody from other places. But no, the reason why Jim Cornette is attacked is because he attacked the wrestlers of AEW. Jim Cornette makes fun of Kenny Omega. Jim Cornette makes fun of everybody there. And instead of making fun of him back, they go for his job. Because that's what you do when you're a scumbag.
Revival vs Undisputed Era and Cole vs Dijakovic in a ladder match have both been announced for tonight's show. Triple H also said on Media Call that people are in for a huge surprise tonight and that no one will see it coming. Gook 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 gook.
What the hell does that mean? I wonder what that means. Good sell by Triple H, I guess. We'll have to find out. We'll have to find out. That's very interesting. Why Society? Thank you, sir. Revival versus Undisputed Era.
Super chat. Super chat.
That could be good.
Why did NWA Power have an AEW Dark hashtag?
Probably because both shows are on the same day, so they want to be related in search to them. I've noticed that too. They've been putting AEW tags in all their videos. I don't know if they don't realize everybody can see that or what, but yeah, they also put it in their tags as well. So that's kind of bizarre, but who cares, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'm again, like I said, I'm a bitter piece of shit. If I could work color for NWA, that'd be great. A lot of people have messaged them. Thank you guys for messaging that. It'd be good, man, because I wouldn't even know. I would never think about ever talking about a guy running through Ethiopia with a bucket of chicken, or whatever the fuck Jim Cornette said. But I don't know who they're gonna get to replace him. I don't know who they're gonna get to. I have no idea who could replace him. A lot of people saying Taz.
Here we go. Oh,
I'll be pissed about that.
Oh, no.
Do you think they're keeping Seth an annoying face on purpose just so Roman can fight him? And get a cheap pop at Survivor Series?
I don't know, man. If I saw Roman versus Seth, I'd just roll my eyes. Goat Machine, thanks for the $5. Yeah, I would just roll my eyes if that was the case. Like, that would be annoying as hell to me. Those two guys wrestling again like that? Oh my God, dude, I would be beyond irritated if that happened. God. Can you imagine if I replaced Jim Cornette after all the shit that Jim Cornette said about me and everything that happened, and then I'm the replacement for Cornette? He would lose his goddamn mind. His podcast would be unbelievable. It'd be epic, though.
Joe, you're an excellent painter. Paint me a Pokemon, brother.
Too sexy, Travis Savage. I'm terrible at painting, man. I'm really bad. This is not good, man. This is just not good. This is like, I just messed around, man. But then I found this reflective paper and I cut the teeth of Gengar or whatever into it. Yeah, I'm not a good painter, though. Thank you for saying that. So this is terrible. This is like a fucking 5-year-old, though. Come on. But you know who's really good is Leah. Leah can draw like crazy good stuff, like detailed dragons and shit. Like Leah's pretty good at shit. Like, this is me. It's kind of funny. And I was going to do this whole thing and give it away, raffle it off, or whatever, but I think one of my kids wanted it in their rooms, but I don't know. It's just kind of goofy. Why would I ever do this? I sat down literally one day and just, like, painted this. I also painted a 9 Inch Nails, like, album cover thing, like a retake on it. This is just hilarious. I thought I'd show it because it's funny. But anyway. It looks pretty good, though. I don't know. It's all right. That's a 30-year-old guy did this. I painted this 5 years ago. So a 30-year-old guy painted this thing. Back when we were opening. Well, actually, it was 2013 when I painted this. Back when we were selling the Pokemon cards on the show. When I only had 5,000 subscribers. Way back then. It's kind of funny. Allison, is it bad if you have a pottier mouth than Joe? Oh, that's funny. What? What's up, everybody? Big Goon. I'm black, by the way. Oh, that's good. At least it's not the other word. I thought it said something else. What if they replaced him with Joe and Vince Russo? Yeah, that'd be great. Bro, listen, bro. I don't know what's up with that arm lock, bro, but he bent over and it's okay, but Murdoch's going to have to do something different, bro. He's gone to the same move about 5 times, bro. Bro, what is he doing, bro? Bro, he's going off the rope, bro. Like, Vince Russo's not a commentator at all, so can you imagine that? What is that, bro?
On Drew's show, I'm always going at it with Casey is raw. Because I donate more money than him, I call him Casey is wrong. Casey, you little wetback, I mean greenback, I mean spick, I mean hick, I mean oops.
Oh.
Gook, 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 hammer, goo, same ass.
Jesus Christ. Holy Christ, Wise Society. My God.
Purple penis.
What was that, Tommy?
And they're going out for some hangings.
Oh, come on, man. Leave. Why does your family go out for those? Come on, man. Come on.
And they're going out for some hangings.
Well, again, WWE, it looks like WWE may be suing AEW. Cody Rhodes tweeting out he has to get a suit, go to court, and he says something about pettiness. And he just announced the Bash at the Beach, so it's got to be over the name Bash at the Beach or something like that. It has to be about that. And once again, this world is petty. I'm sick of everybody. I'm sick of all the crybabies out there everywhere. You got a guy, Jim Cornette, who criticized your wrestlers and criticized AEW. So all of you spend hours looking for racist Jim Cornette clips on the internet, anything you can find, so you can try to get him fired. Because, oh no, Jim Cornette hurt our feelings because he made fun of us. So Jim Cornette hurt your feelings.
Give it a hell yeah!
You get him fired.
Guys, listen. Please send Kentucky Fried Connect to Ethiopia. We need to feed the children.
We do need to feed those kids, man. Send them some Kentucky Fried Chicken. Courtesy of Jim Cornette, the Soundwave 92. We should definitely do that. So Jim Cornette's fired now. You got what you wanted, all because he hurt your little feelings. You got Jim Cornette, the old white racist, fired. By the way, Jim Cornette's a liberal Democrat who hates Trump and calls him a racist, but yet he's a racist now and he's fired. Ha ha ha! They eat their own. Don't they, Jim? You stupid meathead. But anyway, so haha, Jim Cornette's fired. Ha! Yay! Joey Janela and Sammy Guevara, high five! We got the big bad guy who talked bad stuff about us. Haha! We took away his livelihood. Ha! Oh wait, WWE is suing us. Oh, how petty is this? How petty is this? Oh, WWE's suing us now. Oh, it's petty. Oh, WWE is so butthurt they sue AEW. AEW is so butthurt they attack Jim Cornette to get him fired. Jim Cornette is so butthurt and petty about AEW that he makes fun of him every week. Just a bunch of fucking butthurt pieces of shit in this world and in the wrestling business and in this country. What a bunch of sick-ass bumblefuck, bumbleclaw, dick-licking pickle fuckers out there in this whole entire country, man. What a bunch of scumbags. You all are. You're all making me sick. You're all a double standard. You're all doing the same thing that you hate the other person for.
Oh, no.
Can you say my name one more time, but do it in your cool way of talking in the microphone?
Gentle on James. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another donation from Gentle on James. Gentle on James.
Gentle on James. Motherfucking gentle on James.
So yeah, I mean, you can all, what Cody Rhodes, Jim Cornette, AEW, NWA, and all the wrestling fans, including WWE, are all hypocrites. You're all scumbag hypocrites who have exposed themselves as scumbag hypocrites where it's all about attention and money. That's what it's all about from these people, attention and money. And now we go after people when they say mean things to us. You are all pathetic, and everybody sees through your lies. So I hope you're happy. And I'm defending Cornette somewhat, too. And Jim Cornette hates me. Difference is I don't go, fire him. because I can deal with it. I can take the heat. I like the heat. Bring the heat. I'll face the music. I'll fire back with my voice. I don't need to go suing people. I don't need to go getting people fired. I don't need that. Because I'll bring the heat myself. I'll bring the heat myself. And Jim Cornette knows that. You know who I am, Jim Cornette. You know I'll bring the heat. But that's why he talks shit, and that's why he blocked me, because he's scared, because I can talk back to him. That's why Jim Cornette blocked me. That's why you blocked me, Jim.
Stage, you're sure you weren't there, right? I'm telling you, they were not only throwing money at me, but several of them were offering their young daughters as tribute to me.
Well, I'm afraid of losing her right now, to be honest. I mean,
well, you should be afraid of losing her. You couldn't get a date on a tombstone.
Yes, I did it. They said, do Brett.
And as it from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper, but he's 30-something years old, lives in his parents' basement with the droopy cap and the whatever, but he thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone, and he's a shock jock or whatever, and somehow or another he accumulates followers on Twitter's instead of actual people. But anyway, he tweets us, hey, if whatever his fucking Twitter thing is, and Jim Cornette, if you want to come on my show and talk about this, I'll pay big dollar signs. Like, I'll make it rain. You fucking moron. Like, if I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to talk about it on a real show like mine that people listen to.
As about an hour or two ago, Cody and AU now own the rights to the trademark Dusty Rhodes, which is probably what the lawsuit is about. Gook 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 gook. Get ready for the gook.
Oh God, Wise Society. Thank you, Wise Society. Yeah, it could be about the Dusty Rhodes trademark. Definitely could be about the Dusty Rhodes deal. Could be about some other things though. Still could be about some of these other things. But yeah, Wise Society, it could be the Dusty Rhodes thing. I'm just reading about some of this now. There's a lot of trademarks, to be honest, we don't even know about yet.
Instead of your fucking playtime in your fucking basement. But then he would get hot when we wouldn't answer him. Even fucking Morella's not hard up enough for money to answer him, right? And then it would get increasingly more desperate. What's the matter? You don't want dollar signs all the way across. This dollar signs doesn't sound good to you? Like, please, I'll blow you finally. I'll blow you if you'll come on my show. I'll swallow every drop. And he's fucking pathetic. So please, nobody listen to anything involving a guy named Joe Cronin, because it's just so fucking sad for a human.
What the fuck is that? I've never heard of that. Of a podcast that's offering to pay people to come on the show?
Well, because he knew people were interested in it. That's the thing. That's probably what Morella thought. People are interested in Cornette because he was sitting there watching me have the fucking line all day while he's over there twiddling his fucking kibbles and bits. So he probably, hey, people are fucking interested in him. Maybe somebody'd notice I was around again. If every 12 years I can get this motherfucker to pop me in the mouth and somehow get a payoff out of it. This time he can sue me. Knows who the fuck they are, publicity, except that it's such an obvious bogus ass cry for attention. Because I mentioned the Joe Cronin guy that had offered me and Morella both money, dollar signs on Twitter to come on his show and talk and everything. Just like, look at me, talk about a guy that really likes to wave his dick out in public. Just look at me. And so I mentioned that just in passing. But then apparently and I'm sure a lot of these are made up because, it's the account where there's like, they've tweeted 4 or 6 times and there's 3 followers and it's obviously just made up. And they support this guy. And there are a few other people in podcasting apparently trying to sap off what little, if no credibility this guy has. But mostly they would tweet, hey, you suck Joe Cronin's dick, fucking faggot. Or some various version of that. And generally either dick or faggot, one would be misspelled to begin with.
You got a bunch of tweets from 1980s Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, with Tourette's and flunk spelling, and And so, but it's obviously, most of them are made up by the guy or his, crack staff of his friend in his basement or whatever. But so I just blocked all of those. But then I got this email from this guy, and I got to just read, because this is just a brilliant piece of writing from Arnold. Hey, Jim.
And
I just wanted to chime in some words about this idiot loser goof Joe Cronin. I just wanted to say thank you for saying what needed to be said last week. Joe Cronin is what we refer to as a YouTube bottom feeder. He is someone that produces nothing and contributes nothing of his own because he has no talent or skills and looks for the easy way to whore his name to fame. He inserts his ugly face into other people's situations and tries to capitalize off them. He has little to no real following. He does get some decent views on YouTube, but that is only because he creates videos like Jim Cornette and Santino get into a fight and unsuspecting people click on it. No one clicks on his videos for him. They are misled by the titles he uses, cashing in on famous people's name value. I know you are unaware of who he is.
I'd swallow every last drop. I'd gobble every last drop. Jim, I'd gobble every last drop of you two.
So I have to correct you and say he is nothing like Howard Stern, because I said it sounded like you some Howard Stern wannabe, right? He said no.
What is wrong with Cornette, dude? Something's wrong with him.
No one clicks on his videos for him. They are misled by the titles he uses, cashing in on famous people's name value. I know you are unaware of who he is. So
Sounds like a lot what Jim Cornette does when he talks about everybody else every week on his podcast, doesn't it? Sounds a lot like what Jim Cornette does. Jim Cornette buries Kenny Omega. Oh, like it's the same thing, Jim. You four-eyed fucking dumb fucking fired idiot. I'm getting hot all over again about this. You know what? I'm glad he's fired.
I have to correct you and say he is nothing like Howard Stern, because I said it sounded like you some Howard Stern wannabe, right? He said no. Joe has no understanding of radio and wouldn't have the first clue on how to produce a classic funny bit. Joe is simply an idiot with a microphone. Howard actually has talent. Much like the wrestling business, anyone can get into radio these days, just like anyone can call themselves a pro wrestler. So that is from Arnold on this guy, because it was like, 100 of them or whatever. So 60 or 70 the guy made up, and then another 30 people actually like him. I don't fucking know. There's people like to have their balls nailed to a step stool, as we know.
Don Fargo.
But at least he did it in a working way. It was already pierced to begin with.
That's true.
So you got that going for you. Also, since last week's show, also more Detroit video surfaced, and this is another.
Is what it is. Jim Cornette's because I'll probably be dead. Well, there you go. Just fun to listen to those comments and then think about it. But see, I'm not somebody who really is happy that the guy is gone, because I enjoyed him on NWA. I really liked Jim Cornette on NWA. It's not going to be good without him, to be honest. I don't think there's anybody they could get to replace him that I'd be happy about, unless they replaced him with me. Then I'd be happy. But other than that, nobody else. They're going to bring in some watered-down fuck that nobody's heard about, or he's just watered down. They're going to bring in some fucking safe goddamn piece of shit boring-ass motherfucker after Jim Cornette. There's no way you're going to get somebody who can be even close to as entertaining as Jim Cornette. So they're going to bring in some guy. He's going to be like, hey, it's good to be here. Yeah, we found out last week that, Trevor Murdoch was going to be in that match, and now he's not in that match. And you're just going to be like, ugh. Like, come on, man. So I think NWA is in some trouble. I really believe it. It may be done for me to watch that show, because this may be the end here for me. Tonight is AEW. I'm going to be live with the AEW review on my channel, and that'll be fun. It's going to be really hard to replace Cornette, Russo would be hilarious, but it would be horrible. I mean, after a couple weeks, it wouldn't be funny anymore. Then it'd be really bad. You want to bring Gordon Soley back to life? We could bring Gordon Soley back to life. Yeah, that could happen, right? Just dig him up. Hey, Gordon Soley here. That'd be great. Probably not going to happen, though. But yeah, I would have rather... Jim Cornette kind of made NWA for me. The other guy's a real geeko. He's good though. He's pretty good, but he's a dorko. And then you had Jim Cornette there with just the fire and legitimacy of Jim Cornette. And now you're going to have Dorko with some boring guy probably sitting there. So I swear to God, if it was Josh Matthews, I'd just shoot myself in the head. If Josh Matthews took over, I'll just shoot myself in the head. He's the reason why I don't watch fucking Impact. He's one of the reasons. I tried to get a tryout over there, and then he cock-blocked it, and then he blocked me everywhere and called me a scumbag and all this other stuff, even though he's never met me. And, I hate. That's why I don't talk about Impact Wrestling. There's a reason why I don't talk about Impact Wrestling, because they're scumbags, from what I can tell. I tried to help them out with advertisement, talk about them on the shows, do reviews, go down there, all that stuff. And, I might be butthurt, but yeah, fuck it, I'm butthurt. I hate Impact. They've taken people's videos down just for talking about them certain ways. They're scumbags. Impact Wrestling, TNA, whatever, scumbags. Go to hell. I hope your company fails and falls apart. I can't wait till that company's gone, actually. I hate that fucking place. I've asked them to tell me if they've changed over the years, and then they basically continued the same BS. Z the Reaper. Shout out to Z the Reaper. He just became a $25 patron. He is a producer-level patron. Once again, Z the Reaper. Welcome back to the Patreon, man. 409 patrons. Breaking records. The 15-hour stream is coming up this week because of it. So much stuff to do. Don West would be pretty cool, yeah. I like the don't they have the virus calling with Josh Matthews on Impact? I like him, but yeah, I just can't get into it because I'm butthurt over them. But at least I admit it. But now I'm going to go on Twitter and see what all the fun is about and see what's going on. A man who can admit he's butthurt is a real man. Yeah, honestly, that's what it is. I'm pussy hurt over Impact and what they've done over the years with me and what's happened with me and them, so I just don't talk about them. So I admit it. NWA, it looks like we're going to be done with that show as well because I don't know if I can do it. I don't think they should have gotten rid of Cornette. I think they should have said, fuck you. Like, we're keeping this guy. But it is what it is. I don't know what they can do about it. You know, I don't think it's real people who are really upset about Cornette. I think it's AEW people who didn't watch NWA anyway. That's the thing, is the people upset are the people who didn't watch NWA anyway. You literally just gave in to the people who don't watch NWA. So now I don't understand, you know? Anyway, available. I messaged it out on my Patreon earlier. The Slob 75 t-shirt is available now. Grab your Slob 75 t-shirt on my Teespring website, plus all my other t-shirts and sweatshirts for the winter. Everything's available on my Teespring, listed down below. I still have one classic shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees as well, but Teespring is where all the other stuff is, including the Slob 75 shirt. I put out a message on Patreon with it for everybody. Go there, check it out if you like, or whatever. Slob 75 will help pay for the turkey cartoon image that I had to create so we could have a Turkey Club t-shirt in time, hopefully, for Thanksgiving, or at least around the time of Thanksgiving. But it's a nice holiday shirt, you know, Turkey Club. The turkeys are coming for us. And I will see you guys tonight live after AEW. We talked about a lot of stuff today about Cornette, AEW being sued. Why are they being sued? We don't 100% yet know. Is it because of the Dusty Rhodes name? Is it because of Bash at the Beach? I think it's the Bash at the Beach stuff, but that's just me. So much to talk about. We talked about it mostly. More to talk about later. What's going to happen on AEW Dynamite tonight. My name is Joe Cronin. I hope you guys subscribe if you're new. And thanks to all the people who became members down below. Thank you for becoming members, giving that extra help. But also thank you to the people who really became patrons. That's huge. That's big time. More to come. See you guys tonight. And I'm out of here. Sorry, Cornette.
Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck. He looks like one of those guys from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper, but he's 30-something years old, lives in his parents' basement with the droopy cap and the whatever, but he thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone. And he's a shock jock or whatever, and somehow or another he accumulates followers on Twitter. It's fucking pathetic. So please, nobody listen to anything involving a guy named Joe Cronin, because it's just so fucking sad.